for the people like me that were starting off in business and trying to aspire to continue to grow and scale, and making sure that you're putting yourself in these environments and you're thinking big enough that's going to push you to get creative and expand and challenge yourself to reach multiple levels of income higher than where you currently are right now. Today, I hang out with people, like I said, and you guys have heard me say this many times before, that constantly stretch my thinking, constantly stretch my abilities. I am probably one of the ones that make the least amount of money in my group of friends at the moment because I constantly put myself around people that think bigger. Now, the reason for that is the more money you make, there's going to be bigger problems that do come with that. You're going to have more levers to pull within your business. You're going to have more employees that you're working with, most likely. If you guys are running a bigger company, you guys are going to, if you're in any kind of sales or transaction volume or service, you're going to have more units, more transactions. If you guys are running a real estate team, for example, you're doing a whole lot more transactions as a team overseeing 12, 13 people than you were just as a solo individual agent. That's, if you got 12 people, that's 12 times more potential problems that come up than you had just being as a solo agent. So yes, you are making more money, but you're dealing with more problems. So I realize that as you get bigger and as you're growing, you're going to have bigger problems that you need to solve, right? So the funny thing is when I have little problems and I hang around, I'm making the money I'm at right now, and I hang around people that are making way more money than I'm making right now, they have much bigger problems to solve. So by default, by me talking to them and hanging around them, number one, I'm getting to see what's actually possible. A lot of people think that it's completely out of touch and out of reach. Again, going back to my early 20s, I did not really ever believe that I was going to be able to make over six figures. I just thought, hey, I'm going to go get a job at a good company. I'm going to have a cush job and work my way up the ladder. And it's going to take me 20 years. And hopefully I top out somewhere making $100,000 a year. That was my ceiling. And if you were to ever tell me, hey, you're going to go make $1 million a year or something like that, I would have thought that was completely out of touch and completely unrealistic. I would have thought you're completely insane. And to some people, that is insane to even think about that right now. But to make two people agree on something, it's no longer insane, right? If I'm hanging around other people that are surpassing that income every year, well, now it doesn't seem so insane because I'm hanging around with those people every day. It's completely realistic when you put yourself in the circle of people that are making that kind of money, or they're making, they're growing companies of that size and companies that big. Naturally, their habits, their conversations, the things that they're dealing with right now are going to rub off on you, and it's going to help elevate you. And it's going to teach you to think bigger too. The conversations that they have and the conversations, if you're around people that are doing way more than you and they're thinking way bigger than you, are going to challenge you to stretch yourself, stretch your thinking. And the best part about it is it's going to show you guys what's actually possible out there. That's the thing that, a lot of people right now, they tend to, and what's super popular in social media, which I'm going to go against the grain here, by the way, because you have a lot of the trend on social media today is, be content with what you have, be happy. You don't really need to strive for more, find happiness. And guys, I'll tell you, there's a lot of truth in that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you need to tie happiness to your income. You need to tie happiness to making money, or that you should ever tie happiness to any kind of tangible asset like a car or a boat or traveling or whatever. The money should be used as a tool to basically afford you a life that you want to live. So whether you make a ton of money and you want to donate that and give it to a church, whether you make a ton of money and you want to go buy cars, whether you make a ton of money and you want to go buy shoes and make a shoe collection, make a ton of money and you want to just give it away to charity, like whatever you guys want to do, that is completely fine as long as you're happy doing that.